Okay, so the video I'm going to show you guys today, or what I'm going to make today, I should say, is I'm going to talk a little bit about the dying system in Guild Wars 2. It's one of the really cool little options. It is greatly expanded from Guild Wars 1. Guild Wars 1, you're somewhat limited with the handful of dies that they had. So basically, here's how it works in Guild Wars 2. There are literally dozens and dozens and dozens of dies that you can get. Now, the dies will drop anywhere in the world and off various mobs. You can even get them from gathering. Let me travel here. You'll even get them from gathering different nodes, as far as, especially if you're gathering food. You can also create dies through discovering them as a chef, because that's how a lot of dyes originally came to be, is they came from food and plants and herbs and all that good stuff. So I'm going to show you how it works. It's really, really simple, and it's some people don't like it, some people really do. Personally, I really like it. So what happens when you find a dye, it'll say undiscovered dye. If you double click on it, it'll show you the dye that you get. So the starter dyes are the ones that you're going to get when you first start the game, when you first create your character. You've got 21 of them to choose from, and you can choose those dyes that way when you first start. But once you start getting gear, those dyes kind of, not to say they go away, but you're going to want to replace them once you start getting your own. So then you can get some common dyes, you can get some uncommon dyes, and then rare dyes. So obviously the rare dyes tend to be the dyes that are a little bit, look a little bit nicer. Personally, I think they look a little nicer. So as you can see, I've got quite a few unlocked. I'd always like to get more. I'm eventually going to collect them all. What happens when you find a dye, you double click it, and you learn it for that character. A lot of people are a little upset that that it's not account wide, that you can't use it on all characters. But really though, I see their point, but at the same time, boo hoo. Really. I like this is going to be my main character. It's the one I'm going to play the most, so I like having all the dyes on there. I typically don't have a lot of alts anyway, so I'm not as sympathetic. But basically how it works is for each piece of gear, you're going to start off having 2 slots. There's going to be a 1 up here. It looks just like the shoulders here. So you're going to have a color here and a color here. And once you get better gear and more higher level gear, you're eventually going to see it expand to 3 slots. Now, depending on the sets of armor that you have, eventually go to 1 spot, kind of like what I have here. So it's really simple. You basically just choose the dye that you've got. So I'm going to go with the gold one here. This is something I was tinkering with earlier. I don't know. I shouldn't say I don't like it. But you pick the dye, change what you want it to look. It's going to change it for you. Personally, I think the gold looks really nice, especially with this kind of inlay here. So let's do it with, just to show the difference, let's go with the iris, which is kind of a light little purple. Now I don't have a helm shown. I'll show you what the helm looks like. I'll show my helm. Alright, so I don't really like the horns there, so let's do that. That's going to do the back. Yeah, see, that's why I don't show the helm. I'm not sure. It's nice, but usually when I play games, I don't show the helm anyway. So let's do that. It's going to show the purple there. You can see the purple underneath. Sometimes it takes a little bit of tinkering, a little bit of experimentation, just of what colors really go nice together. I like this. I like this tarnished silver and the white gold. I think look really nice. Let's try that. Oh yeah, let's get the legs here. See, that looks okay. I think the gold looks really good. Some of the more popular colors obviously are the pure white, which I think is celestial, at least from what I've seen. And there's another one called Abyss. Abyss is pretty much the solid black, and that's typically the more expensive ones. You can buy them off the trading posts, but I haven't bought a single one. You can also buy them through the gem store. You can get a dye pack, which contains, I believe, 7 dye, 5 common and uncommon, and then 5 common and then potentially 2 uncommon or rare. But yeah, it's really cool. And how it saves is you just exit out of it and it will change your gear, which is pretty cool. Yeah, so anything about the dyeing system, it's really simple, really straightforward, but I've never really been one of those who've gotten into the I don't want to call it RP into the role playing. I'm really specific about how my gear looks. I've never really done that, but the one really cool thing, again, it's another way you can customize your character in Guild Wars 2. It's just that added flexibility that it never had in Guild Wars 1, and really not very many other games have that are out there. So anyway, just another cool little thing in the Guild Wars world. So thanks for watching. You again, subscribe to my channel, check out my other videos. You can follow me on Twitter at AxelXGaming, and thanks for watching.